Hello students, we are doing lesson 3. In the last video, we have finished few dialogues. Now, in this video, we are going to continue those dialogues. 4 dialogues we have already seen. Now we will see the 5th dialogue. So let's start. Kursbuch Seite Nummer 52. Textbook page number 52. Everyone open. Jetzt lesen wir Dialog 5. Now we will read dialogue 5. It is a dialogue between Herr Meyer and Doctor. Mr. Meyer and Doctor. Herr Meyer says, Guten Tag, Frau Dr. Hofmann. Darf ich hereinkommen? Darf ich hereinkommen means, may I come in? Doctor says, ja bitte. Wie kann ich Ihnen helfen? Wie kann ich Ihnen helfen means, how I can help you. Meyer, seit gestern geht es mir nicht gut. Ich habe Halsschmerzen, Fieber habe ich auch. Es geht mir nicht gut means I am not feeling well. Seit gestern, since yesterday, I am not feeling well. I have throat pain, Halsschmerzen, and I have also fever. Fever bedeutet fever. Doctor says, das muss eine Infektion sein. Ich untersuche Ihren Hals. Sagen Sie mal A. That must be infection. I will check your throat. So please say yeah. A. Herr Meyer opens the mouth and says A. Doctor, husten Sie mal. Cough little bit. Then Herr Meyer does it. Then doctor says, Ihr Hals ist ganz rot und auch entzündet. That means your throat is red and swollen also. Sie haben eine Erkältung. You are suffering from cough and cold. Erkältung bedeutet cold. Ich schreibe Ihnen ein Rezept. Rezept is prescription. So I will give you the prescription. Nehmen Sie die Tabletten zweimal pro Tag. Take the tablets twice per day. Und trinken Sie so oft wie möglich warmes Wasser. And drink as often as possible warm water. Meyer asks, Darf ich rauchen? May I smoke? Doctor says, Natürlich nicht. Naturally, you are not allowed to smoke. Sie dürfen nicht rauchen. Dürfen nicht means should not smoke. Trinken Sie keine kalten Getränke. Even you don't drink cold drinks. Sie müssen zu Hause bleiben. You must stay at home. Ich schreibe Sie eine Woche krank. That means I will give you medical certificate for 1 week sick. So I write you 1 week sick certificate. Kommen Sie bitte nächste Woche wieder. Come once again next week. Meyer says, Alles klar, everything clear. Vielen Dank, Frau Doctor. Thanks a lot, Mrs. Doctor. Doctor says, Gute Besserung. Gute Besserung means get well soon. Herr Meyer, Mr. Meyer. So I hope the dialogue is clear to you. Jetzt nächste Seite, Kursbuch Seite Nummer 52, page number 52. We are going to read what is typical Deutsch. Was ist typisch Deutsch? This is just for your information, for your knowledge. Every permanent resident of Germany must have a health insurance. Health insurance is required even for short-term stays in Germany. Otherwise, no visa is issued. While applying for the visa, first you are supposed to give your health insurance. Roughly 90% of the population in Germany are members of statutory means compulsory health insurance. So health insurance plays a very important role in Germany. So this is just for your information. Now on the same page, Kursbuch Seite Nummer 52. Viel Spaß mit Deutsch. Have lots of fun with German learning. Here we are going to solve a small exercise in which you are supposed to sort the given words into 4 categories. Sortiere Gemüse, Obst, Gewürze und andere. Gemüse means vegetables, Obst means fruits, Gewürze means spices and andere means other things. So you have to put the given words in the correct category, but you can't put it directly. First, you have to find out the correct word. The letters, alphabets are jumbled in these words. So you have to put it correctly and then you have to put it in the correct column. For example, the first one is spinach. Spinach means spinach. So you will put in the column of gemuse. Second one is brot. Brot means bread. So you will put it in the column of andar. Third one is sweebel, for example. Sweebel means onions. So you will put in the column of gemuse. I hope you are understanding that first you have to find out the correct word, then you have to write it in the correct category. So first you solve this exercise, then we will discuss the answers of this in our live class. Now we are going to see preteritum form of modal verbs. You know that preteritum form means past tense. You have already learned the preteritum form of haben and sein. For example, haben's preteritum form is hatte, sein's preteritum form is war. So here in this table, the preteritum form of modal verbs are given. Müssen, können, dürfen, sollen, wollen and mögen. Mögen's preteritum form is möchte actually. Or for möchte also you can write the same preteritum form möchte without umlaut. One thing you have to keep in mind that for the preteritum form of any modal verb, there is no umlaut. Please keep this in mind because this is very common mistake that in case of preteritum form of modal verbs, there is never umlaut should come. Second important thing, in case of preteritum form, ish and rs conjugation remains the same. So whatever is the conjugation or whatever is the past tense form for ish, that would be the same for rs. So now we will see the one by one each modal verb's preteritum form. Müssen must, ich musste, du musstest, sie musste, wir mussten, ihr musstet, sie mussten. Now you must have understood in do we have to add st, where we will add n, here we will add t and z we will add n. The same rule is applicable for everywhere, for every modal verb. Now können means can. Ich konnte, du konntest, sie konnte, wir konnten, ihr konntet, sie konnten. Same rule applicable. Ich, sie form same. Du take st, wir, sie take n ending and ihr takes t ending. Now dürfen means may. Ich dürfte, du dürftest, sie dürfte, wir dürften, ihr dürftet, sie dürften. Now sollen means should. Ich sollte, du solltest, sie sollte, wir sollten, ihr solltet, sie sollten. Wollen means want. Ich wollte, du wolltest, sie wollte, wir wollten, ihr wolltet, sie wollten. Mögen means to like, so its past tense will be would like to, or you can write möchten also the same it will be without umlaut. Ich möchte, du möchtest, sie möchte, wir möchten, ihr möchtet, sie möchten. So you are supposed to learn these modal verbs preteritum forms because the exercises are based on this. And remember the rule, the two important points, there shouldn't be umlaut for any preteritum form of modal verb and ish and rs form will be the same. Now we will see the examples text about this modal verbs preteritum forms. Jetzt Kursbuch Seite Nummer 53. Now page number 53. Aufgabe 3a 4. Der Unfall. The accident. Bernhard Zimmermann is ein berühmter acrobat. Acrobat is gymnastic, the one who plays gymnastic. So he's a famous gymnastic player. Er is fearless. Fearless means injured. He is injured and must stay in bed. That means must take bed rest. So you have to write was könnte, musste, durfte, wollte er früher. What he wanted to do, he could do, he was allowed to do earlier. Früher means earlier. And wie ist es heute? And what is the situation now? So now let's start. We will read one früher wala sentence and one heute sentence. Früher könnte er stundenlang turnieren. Turnieren means to do exercise. Stundenlang means hours. Earlier he could do exercises for hours. Heute kann er nicht mehr so lange turnieren. Today he cannot do exercises for such a long time. In the früher sentence, past tense is used konnte. In the heute sentence, present tense is used kann. 2. Früher musste ich einer sehr strengen Diät folgen. Earlier I had to follow very strict diet. Heute kann ich alles essen oder darf er alles essen. He is allowed to eat everything. Er darf oder er soll keiner Diät folgen. He don't need to do it. Er muss keiner Diät folgen. That would be the more better. Er muss. Third one, Nummer 3. Früher dash er keine Pizza oder Schokolade essen. He was following diet, so he was not allowed. So not allowed is dürfen. So here the answer will be früher dürfte er keine Pizza oder Schokolade essen. Heute darf er ein kleines Stück Pizza oder eine Schokolade essen. Naturally today it is allowed to him. Nummer 4. Früher musste, konnte, wollte, dürfte er viel mehr Zeit mit seiner Tochter verbringen. Earlier he wanted to spend because he was very busy, so he wanted. So früher wollte er viel mehr Zeit mit seiner Tochter verbringen. Aber konnte er nicht, but he couldn't do it because of time lack or some. Today he can actually because he has time. Heute kann er viel mehr Zeit mit seiner Tochter verbringen. You can write this sentence. Nummer 5. Er musste oder konnte oder wollte oder dürfte jeden Tag Sport machen. So this is must only to be fit. He has to do every day sports. So er musste jeden Tag Sport machen. Er dash 8 Stunden schlafen, nicht länger. The same thing. He had to sleep only for 8 hours, not more than. Er musste. Nur 8 Stunden schlafen, nicht länger. But today he can sleep for a long time or he is not allowed to do sports. So first we'll write he is not allowed to play sports. So whatever is not allowed, it is always dürfen nicht. So heute darf er nicht Sport machen. Today he is not allowed to play sports. Er kann mehr schlafen. Er kann viel schlafen. It is possible. Nummer 6. Früher musste, konnte, wollten, dürften seine Familie und er wenig Zeit miteinander verbringen, weil er oft unterwegs war. Earlier, his family and he couldn't spend too much time with each other because he was often on tours. So here Konten will be the correct answer. But heute können seine Familie und er mehr Zeit miteinander verbringen, weil er zu Hause ist. So similar way, you also fill up the table or fill up this table and we will discuss your answers also in our live class. Jetzt nächste Seite, Kursbuch, Seite Nummer 53. Here you have to write about yourself. Was könntest du, was wolltest du früher machen, was musstest du früher machen, was dürfe. But you have to write the one sentence of früher and one sentence of today. How is it today? Was könntest du nicht, or means you can choose anything. What you were allowed to do, or what you are not allowed, or what you don't want to do now. How is the situation? Similar like two sentences you have to make with the past tense form of modal verb. For that they have given you the help of few phrases in the bracket. Then ganzen Tag spielen, to play for the whole day. Radfahren, to ride the bicycle. House of Gabenmachen, to do the homework. Meiner Mutter, meinem Vater helfen, to help my mother and or father. Zur Schule gehen, go to school. Mit Freunden reisen, to travel with the friends. Am Computer spielen, to play on computer. In the Schule gehen, to go in the school. Eis essen, to eat ice cream. Then ganzen Abend Fernsehen, to watch TV for the whole evening. Motorradfahren, to ride the bike. Musiker werden, to become musician, etc. So the sentences here which you can use are als Kind. Als Kind wollte ich Musiker werden. I wanted to become musician. Mit you can use for the wherever you want to say at the age of. For example, mit 10 musste ich viele Hausaufgaben machen. I must do lots of homework. Or mit 10 dürfte ich den ganzen Tag spielen. I was allowed to play whole day. Ich konnte früher. Früher means earlier, you know. Wir Kinder, we children durften den ganzen Tag spielen. We children were allowed to play whole day. So now every one of you make two sentences with früher and today, and we will discuss I will listen to your sentences. We will discuss those sentences in our live class.